Give me a minute. I'm signing into my YouTube. I just had to do a new verification thing. So okay. So this is gonna be the actual live stream. A lot of times, my problem is that I'm like way too awkward with the camera. Okay. So I am going to go ahead, actually share this with Twitter. Okay, I'm going to do this. Okay. And is there something else? Oh, yeah. Give me at least one quick sec. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. So it's been a while. It really has. This is a new toy. I've had this for a little while now. It was like $20, so I said, why not? Here, there's a quick demonstration. This is the Ryosol changer. What's that? And Ryosol, so like right here, supposed to just click it like that and go like that. It's just how it is. It's a tight fit, but so I thought it'd be a good idea to go over what is happening in terms of, well, what am I doing? So first things first, yes, I'm working a lot. I've been working a lot more recently in like the last like month and a half. My work schedule's tripled. And just been busy. So another thing that I've been doing is that I have been consistently working on the international collection video. Now, I promised that like what, a year ago now almost, and I still haven't done it. Part of the reason sometimes I delay videos isn't because I don't want to. It really doesn't have to do with me not wanting to do the video. It has to do more with the content I have to work with, what I have, what to use. And sometimes I feel the need that my collection isn't up to standards to say, I don't know, work with it. So like I feel that I need to like do more with it before I can really do anything with it. And a lot of times that technically is what my problem with doing the video is. It's just what I have to use with and how much of it do I only have. So, for example, when I didn't... So, like for example, when I delayed the VHS collection video the first time with the American stuff, it had more to do with what I was retaining with. It wasn't that I didn't think having a full set and using that as my main part of the collection video wasn't worth it. Obviously, it is worth having, keep in mind, Joe. And like using, because being that there has been next to nobody. Sorry, I know it's really inappropriate that I'm even doing that, but it just wouldn't be like appropriate enough to say that like not even appropriate. What am I even saying now? So okay, so as I was saying, the thing with like the VHS collection though is not many people are able to withstand a full set of American Thomas releases. It's not that simple. I mean, considering all the Strand, all the video treasures, and the Anchor Bay releases, buys like Tales of the Tracks are so easy to get. And then you have your samplers, you have your blockbusters, and then there's certain varieties and variants out there. I felt like what really did it for me when I wanted to wait was personally that I didn't have like certain variants of like certain tapes that personally I felt as if it would have made more sense if I had gotten let's just say like a great variety of like some rare variants, which is why I did the collection video when I did it, because at that point I had because like I had at that point already had gotten those time lapse. I think the time lapse is what really did me the favor of wanting to make the collection video as is. Between that and my friend recommending I just go through, one at a time, so to say. And so that in itself is what really drove me to want to make the video. Now, as for the international stuff, the reason I have not yet done the international collection video is not because I don't want to. My problem in general with doing certain videos, especially videos that require me to say like where I show parts of my collection, if I'm going to show parts of my collection, I at the very least want to make sure that I'm able to show an impressive collection, so to say, rather than make my collection video as bare bone as everybody else's collection video is. And that's not to say that a collection is a collection. A collection is definitely a collection, no matter what you have and how many of something you have. Sorry, no, that's just weird. But like in a sense, though, because I always tell people, just because you don't have something rare doesn't mean your collection is great. To even in fact have, I'm going to take this off, by the way. It's starting to bug me a little bit. It's pretty tight. But so, as I was saying, the thing with like collection videos, like the reason why I feel that, or collections in general. See, the thing with that, as I was saying, was I don't think you need rare items to make a collection, stand out. Unique items, yes. Rare items, no. I'm just the person where if I've made high standards for myself and I've kept those high standards will stay, which is why the collection video hasn't been made, because I've been trying to get as many international foreign dubs as possible to make this collection video as unique as possible. I'm no Star Switcher. And yes, I'm calling you out, Star Switcher. I'm not you. I don't have the guild tapes and the Korean set. I don't have either of those. But like I want to try to get but as I was saying, like I just want to make this collection video worthwhile for most people. It's more of a personal thing, which is why I'll show this off quickly. But so I've been working recently on getting some international stuff, and it has been good. Only reason I've been doing it is not because I'm not broke. Keep in mind, I know people sometimes do criticize for my spending habits, but you got to keep in mind for how much I work and how much I keep finances going. I have credit cards on the side, and I have other money put away. Money from buying bulk. So a lot of this isn't coming out of personal funds. So recently, I've been importing Norwegian Thomas on VHS. Now, this is, in fact, a season 4 tape. I'll show this off, but it's something crazy, but there it is. So, like, I've been doing that recently. I have obtained about 6, 7, maybe like 7 different Norwegian tapes. And I have plans in getting them all. Now, is that going to happen at once? Not even by a mile. You know, it's just like with my UK collection. It's like I'll get everything. It's just not going to happen right away because the 2 things are going to hold. There are going to be a couple things that are going to hold me up. 3 things are going to hold me up. And there's going to be specialty sampler tapes. There are going to be specialty variants like a blue or a red or a green tape. There will be the guild tapes that will really get to me. Those guild tapes are going to cost me as much as a Nintendo Switch or more, as much as my computer, for a matter of fact. And I'm willing to take that chance if it means making the complete International Thomas VHS collection to the bare minimal. Now, that is possible, though, but it's not done with ease. A lot of my stuff that I obtain, a lot of my rare stuff I obtain, it comes from endless amounts of searching. I mean, endless amounts of looking. I mean, I have not seen another Welsh tape go up since I bought mine. And that's been the only copy, even the decent copy out there of Volume 1 that has even went up since. And, I mean, this was like 2016, 2017 when this happened. You know, keep in mind, I could have bought the Season 5 and the Season 2 tape, but I opted out to buy the Season 1 tape. Which I do feel stupid for doing now. But Welsh in itself is another rarity. You know, for certain releases like Rock and Roll and like Thomas and Stepney, you know, I want to get all the variants, but it's not always possible to get all the variants at once. My cat. But like, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes for things that I do for this collection isn't always the most possible thing possible. Oh, and by the way, if you guys are going to Shiny Time, I'm more definitely going to be end up going to Shiny Time too. I'm going to be planning next 2 months with my friend. We're gonna, he's going to come up and then we're going to go head the PA to go to Shiny Time. It'll be an open event, by the way. If you haven't seen, go look up Turtles and Thomas's video on the Shiny Time invite. I'm hoping. Now, don't quote me on this. I'm hoping that I will get a table. If I get a table, you will see the whole collection. I'm going to bring the whole collection. I'm going to bring some rarities with me as well. One rarity that I don't even know if it's been put away just yet. This is a brand new item I picked up. You like it? It's a Rheneas. Ha, I'm just kidding. It's not a Rheneas. It's a Tom Rheneas. So I'll be bringing that with me, as well as the fossil card that comes with it. So I'll be bringing that as well as the prototype Rusty and a couple other very rare items. But I'll definitely be there. It is official that I'll be most likely going to Shiny Time. So that is the big news. Sorry, I'm like really exhausted. I just. I can't even really speak right now. I worked a lot today, so I was like really busy considering it's President's Day weekend or something. So as I was going to say, so what's going to happen is that if I can get a booth set up, I am going to not only display every single Thomas American release I own, but most likely you'll see some very rare international tapes. I'm hoping before then I can score a couple Australian tapes. I'm really hoping for that. Which, matter of fact, I should check eBay and see that. Is it still there? It is. So my plan is to get a couple Australian Thomas tapes prior to the event. So that way, when I do go, I will have. In fact, sorry, I'm looking right now. God, it's gonna cost so much fucking money. So, like, what I'm doing right now is that I am marking a couple releases that I would really like to own to take with me the Shining Time. Oh wow! And no, Teddy actually went to Australia. So, what I'll do is I'm just marking a couple different Australian tapes. Most likely, I will do like season 1, some season 3, and season 4 stuff, and then for the United Kingdom, I'll try and see if I can get some good stuff to take with me. But so you'll see some German, you'll see some Norwegian, you'll see a Welsh, you'll see some Japanese, and you'll definitely see a full set of American Thomas tapes, which is not always a possible thing. Another thing I've been doing next to that is I've been working on some renders, and I picked up a new capture card. Oh, here. This thing makes my stuff look beautiful. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I really like this. I've used Dazzles for the longest time, and I do like Dazzles. I really do. But recently, in a couple different renders that I have done, the quality is amazing. Like, I can't really I guess I can't really describe it because I can't show photos. No, actually, let me see if I can show a photo. I highly doubt my camera will focus in the quality in itself. But that in itself is what it looks like, and it just looks great. So that will most likely end up happening. I'm commenting on something. Sorry, I'm like looking at something. I just saw a couple of things, and I'm gonna want to put on the TTE Wikia. So as I was saying, What was even saying? Some of the tapes. Those tapes. What else was there? Oh yeah, things I've been doing. So another thing that I have not shown, I did an upgrade again with the VCR. I decided to buy another Panasonic. Now, if you remember the old Panasonic, you guys know what happened to that one. I had an AGW one for about a couple of years, and then it basically just went boom. And like that's not exact. That's not like it's not like an exaggeration either. It's like literally the problem with the units the problem with the units in themselves basically being that is there's always been a problem where they have like they always have problems with the power units. Power units are extremely faulty for what they are, and apparently they continuously do short circuiting. I had that problem, and thankfully with this unit, I haven't seen that. There's wires to get a better I guess there's a signal problem, at least which isn't too terrible. It could just be a quick soldering fix, and that's it. So I know it's a very dead live stream. It's like one person here at the very least. But so this may that okay. Just Coco chicken on a couple of things. So I guess for videos, what I'll do is I've had a couple of requests still for those Thomas rips. I'll probably do the you know what? Let me check something first. Because if I already have a rip, I could most likely splice up the footage. And then I could always upload it. Check. Yeah. Okay, so I have a rip of Thomas's Train Yard Adventures, which I can gradually, I could just take the footage and then I could splice it up and then I could upload the opening. I know that I've wanted to do a couple international openings. The problem, though, is if I were to do an international opening, it'd be extremely picky of how I would want it to look, make it look. But I'll probably do some eventually. It's most likely depends on like what I would want to do. Obviously, I would want to do the Screen Legends. That's definitely one I would want to do. I'll probably do the opening to my Welsh tape. What else? I could always do the opening to Store and Song Collection. That's got a nice opening to it. I could always do the opening to Escape too. I know some people have seen the openings to Escape and Other Stories, the Australian variant, not the UK one. The Australian variant has like this nice opening, just like ABC's like introduction, but it's more like it's more of an 80s style, but I know it's like early 90s. I could always show that. That could always be an idea, but I'll hold suggestions if you want to make any. But so I'm gonna go relax for the night. I did only wanted to make like a 30-minute live stream, nothing crazy tonight. I know I could go on and on and on and on and on and on about everything in my collection or anything new I haven't shown, including the Bachman Oliver and Coaches I've never shown you guys. I have those sitting on a shelf. But I need to rest. I got quite a bit to do tomorrow since I'm off the next couple of days to regenerate and recuperate from working really endlessly over the weekend. So I'll leave it at this. So till next time, guys. I may or may not have the mop. So see you guys.